couldn't talk Teresa into coming over?
I tried.
I bet you did. I heard you guys were stars today. Did you get a lot of texts? Good. I'm happy for you. Go ahead. What do you got, Karen?
Well, 3 straight road
Yep.
wins, 4th straight overall. How does it feel that your team was able to pull that off, especially coming here to finish up?
Yeah, I think an emotional game, emotional stretch for us. I mean, something that this team and organization hasn't done, and it's done a lot. And again, that doesn't do anything, but again, the grind of coming back and getting prepared and staying in the game. We've played really well in the second half. You know, that's what I'm really proud of. And sometimes you don't always know how these games are going to go. And you know, we certainly have to start faster, but really proud of the way that we've played. You know, giving up 3 points in the last 2 halves of football. Offensively, really, if we don't beat ourselves, it's been a good product, and was that same way today. I love the fact that we're finishing with the football. Special teams, unfortunately, you know, with a penalty, but you know, we had some good kick coverage, some inconsistent kick coverage. So again, there were some good ones and there's some bad ones, and that's kind of where it's been. But in the end, I felt like we did enough. So excited for these guys.
What did it mean to you to come back? You and the team, though. You know what I mean? Not just yourself, but the whole emotion of the day.
Well, first of all, congratulations, man. 25 years. We appreciate what you've done. And I went back and I looked at it. You know, you had a highlight video, and I was in it, and I looked a lot younger, and I didn't have sleeves, and you know, probably should have had some sleeves on back then. But congratulations, and thanks for covering us in this town for as long as you have. You know, we moved on. You know, I mean, again, there's a lot of guys over there and a lot of people on that support staff that helped us through some decent things. But you know, you kind of move on, and this is a whole different challenge, and I'm excited of where I'm at, and I appreciate the support of our fans to come down here and be excited and be into the football game. And we got to continue to give them things to cheer about and to travel and to come back and play really well at home. So that's what I'm proud of. I'm happy for these players, you know, to have a little bit of momentum and to continue to build it throughout the week.
A chant of your name late in the game, you think that's your people here?
I didn't get that many tickets. I don't know, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, I'm happy for our players. I think these guys, you know, they're figuring out how to win. They're figuring out how to practice. You know, I guess it's humbling to have these people want to, whoever that is, cheer for us, whether that's the Patriots or Drake Maye or, you know, me or anybody else.
Mike, a few thoughts on the work of Ramondre Stevenson?
Well, again, it's not just the running back. And again, we say the running back doesn't do a good job and we got to run it better, but we got to block better. And I felt like there were some running lanes, and when there weren't, we were able to stick it downhill and be able to push some piles. We had some double-digit runs. We had some dirty runs. It was great to see us finish there at the end. So I think it's always a combination. And we took care of the football, and that's really the formula. And they made a mistake there that we were able to capitalize on.
Well, you just mentioned the turnovers again this week. What's working so well and what's good?
Practice, awareness, you know, just everybody else helping. But you know, it's getting good to see us doing the technique and the details that are important for those types of things, and you know, not putting the ball in harm's way, and guys going and making plays, and quarterback throws it in tight windows.
What stands out about Drake's game most for you?
I think there's an athleticism to him that's really, really cool. I think he's really accurate from all different spots, whether it's in the pocket, off platform. I mean, he's really done a nice job so far and spreading the football around. But there's an accuracy to him that's been really good for us.
How do you describe his growth from your perspective? What would you say about the way he's grown?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of demand there from Josh and myself, and I think he's responded to that as far as the leadership that he's had to show this offense, and you know, kept talking about he wants to earn it. Well, I mean, I've told him that he's earned it, and I think he doesn't like something in practice, then he gets it fixed. And if he wants a better Friday practice, then he talks about it before we go out there on Friday. And you know, I think those guys respond to him and the things that he says and the way that he, you know, operates.
Well, the second week in a row
When he leaves the field there, you talk to him about sliding more.
No, I just wait for the doctor to tell me how he's doing, get the next guy in there, which is Dobbsy, and get a play in there, and then when the trainers tell me that he's okay, then we put him back in there, and we'll talk to him about, protecting himself and being smart. But I think he's tried to do that for the most part.
This is the second week in a row you guys got that double score, around halftime there. Just how critical is that?
Very. We just, ending with the football in our hands, and just defensively, it was good that we didn't give up anything cheap there with 45 seconds. Great job of taking a shot and having it be there, and Drake putting a great ball. Kayshawn, making a hell of a catch there to secure it, getting both feet in. So anytime you can do that and double them up, a lot of positives involved. So hopefully that continues to be a trend.
Like to see the plays where you had the 7.5-minute drive and then come right out, Caleb Bond comes up with that basically strip sack for a touchdown. How pleasing is that, the complimentary football right there?
Well, and then again, whether that's the way that we covered the kickoff, right? Ellis going down there and covering it at the 20, a lot of momentum there, guys running off the field or onto the field, excited, leads to a play. I thought a really cool play was the second down. Spillane makes a tackle, forces it to 3rd and 1. Zach dialed up a great call. Duggar covers the guy to the flat. Craig covers the guy, on the hide, and Milk gets a sack and forces him to punt. So that's the idea of some team defense and complementary football.
Mike, I
Your
know
final question.
you said you've moved on, but your players said it was imperative that you leave here with a W. You've got guys talking about how they have a passion for blocking, that they just love the team camaraderie that you've built. As a head coach here, when did you know that the guys had bought in, that they were buying what you were selling? At what point in the season?
Probably after, the Vegas game and us going on the road to Miami and having a, difficult environment to play and the heat and the back and forth. And, I felt like that told us a lot about who we were. We just, we kind of dipped our toe in the water the first game, and I was really proud of what they did in practice and going down there, and I think that really showed them. It's always been a tough place for, us to play. So I think that was really important for us, and that created a lot of positive momentum. We didn't get discouraged when we, had a bunch of turnovers, but, had a chance against Pittsburgh, and then, we played some pretty decent football, and we played good enough to win.
Mike, obviously,
Last question.
you've seen Cam Ward on tape prior to this, but what were your in-person impressions of him?
Early on, it was pretty good. I think decisiveness, accuracy, and they did a nice job early on. I'm glad our guys settled down. Thanks, Bud.
Drake Maye is next.
Let's get it going, man.
What's
going on? Y'all doing all right?
Now,
Locker room's open.
let's talk about healthy. How are you feeling, and what was that? Take us through that.
Yeah, I feel all right. Just gotta get down. Just landed awkward and felt all right, but no, I felt good. So.
It took you a while, but how important was it to get going? Kayshawn made that great catch.
Yeah. Yeah, able to run the football. No, I wouldn't say it was a struggle. I think, being able to run the football helped us out, today. I'm proud of the guys up front. It was an emphasis all week to be able to run the football, and the guys outside made plays when the ball's in the air.
When you started that 2-minute drill, what was in your head and your plan? It was such a quick strike. Was that planned, or did you just see that play to Kayshawn? Talk us through
Yeah,
that.
kind of the same thing as last week in New Orleans, really, in the 2-minute. Just try to go get points, and if something's there, take a shot deep. And we're glad we came out with 7, and we're able to double dip coming out of halftime.
Take us through what you saw on the touchdown to Hooper.
Yeah, Hoop. We had basically a high-low out there, and they both went to Diggs, and they was late getting out, back to Hoop, and Hoop made a nice play. I underthrew it a little bit, but he's made a lot of those catches in his career, and he made a big-time catch.
Who's elevated? Good.
Did you hear the Vrabel chant at the end?
I did. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's always cool. I think that's, he downplayed it all week, which we appreciate. I think he was focused on us and worried about us, and that's what matters. But I know that it feels good for him.
You guys, different teams since week 1, obviously. Coach talked about dipping your toe in the water week 1. You guys weren't that great. You really started to build. You're having multiple plays down the field, especially the passing game, the one to Booty you talked about. What's gotten you to this point to where it seems like everybody's alive, you're taking shots, whether it's Booty, whether it's Diggs, whether it's Pop last week?
Yeah, just keep playing the offense. Just I think we're learning each other, learning the offense together, and I think more and more comfortable every week. And I think that's the big thing with Coach. He's calling great games, and I think we got even more left in the tank. And I think that's what we'll look back on in that fourth quarter there to try to really seal the game.
That's those 5 guys up front.
Those 5 guys up front are balling, man. Those guys are warriors. Those are you're the heartbeat of this team, and they come show up every week.
Drake, you're obviously playing at a really high level right now, but the consistency at which you've maybe been able to do it, what do you think has helped you the most to be able to kind of produce that consistency?
Yeah, I think the guys around me. I think we're instilling confidence in each other and confidence in myself, and just keeping them going out there and getting some wins under your belt helps with that. So just keep on going and just not changing throughout the week and just trying to get better.
Drake, you're the first quarterback in this franchise history to have 3 games in a single season completing at least 80% of your balls. What has allowed you to have that type of success so early in your career?
Yeah, same thing. Those guys are making plays for me. Those guys are, up front are blocking their butts off, and in the passing game they're going to, make plays for me. And I think we're just trying to stay ahead of the chains and trying to throw the first guy open.
I think you answered this during the week a little bit, but maybe now that the game is over. How much have you grown since being in this stadium last year when you had the exciting play and then lost in overtime, but you see how you pulled out the win today? How much do you feel like you've grown as a quarterback since then?
I think we've just grown as an organization. I think with Coach Vrabel and his staff, I think we're just trying to buy into each other and build an identity, and I think that's what's kind of the biggest thing for me. I'm trying to be the same player every week, and I think those guys from this game last year left a bad taste in our mouth. So we're glad we came out here with a win.
You downplayed it, obviously, all week long. Everyone did about Coach Vrabel coming back here. What has he meant to you guys, though? Not just but on a daily basis, in helping you guys get to 5-2 where you want to be right now.
Yeah, he's he brings it every day. He brings it every day. He challenges us, but he also cares about us and cares about us outside the building. And I think he's just awesome to play for, and it's pretty cool in that locker room celebrating.
You set, I don't know if you're aware of this, you set the Patriots record for all-time completion percentage in the game. Just 2 incompletions in the game, 21 to 23. What is your reaction to that?
Yeah, I left some out there that I ended up running that I could have thrown. I think I tucked it a couple times when I shouldn't have, and I think you need to get the backside of the progression more. But I think I'm trying to be careful with the football and trying to challenge it down the field and not just be a check down Charlie. So just trying to throw it to the guys that's open, and they're making great plays.
What's your level of confidence in this offense right now?
Yeah, I think we got some more. We got some more left, and I think that's what Coach McDaniels is challenging us. I think those offensive coaches are doing a great job in their areas, and I think we still got more left, and I think that defensive touchdown really helped us out.
A little bit off topic, but Friday night there's a great high school game in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
I saw you were able to attend it. Just sort of what made you want to do that, and what was your reaction to it?
Yeah, I think I heard it was a big game. In a local area, I think 2 state champions playing, and just trying to support. Brings me back to those days when I was playing. It's pretty cool to see them out there, and I guess there's a bunch of Patriots fans, so it was a pretty good crowd. So it's a good game. Thank you guys.
I think Diggs is going to be showering, and then we'll probably just do him in his locker.
I'm good. How you doing?
Good, thank you. You can maybe start with taking us through that play, the strip sack, and then the touchdown. And how big of a spark was that for you and for the defense?
Yeah, no, it was huge. I think first thing we was talking about at halftime is stop waiting on somebody to make the play and somebody be the one to make the play. So Braves kept emphasizing that for sure. Something that we went over all week and just came to match in the hand and being able to recover the ball and get it in the box.
And how good did it feel, after the offense is out there for 7.5, for you guys to come right back and put it under 7?
Bro, ecstatic. It's something that we needed. Obviously, we was feeling like the energy on the defense wasn't up to par like we would like it to be. So it was a jump start to get us going, and man, I felt like we just started rolling after that for sure.
When your coach comes back into a place like this, how much will it affect the extra juice? I know it's like real easy for the media to tell us that, but from a player perspective, how much extra, if any, is there?
Man, so it was crazy all week. Obviously, we tried to emphasize it just being a regular game, regular week. But man, when you gain such a bond with your peers and obviously with your coach, man, they try not to make it more than it is to keep their guys level head. But it's personal for them, and we just want to play hard for them and give them everything we got to make sure they come out on top and they get the exact feeling that they would like to feel at the end of the game. So definitely with some extra juice on the defensive end to make sure that our guys, anybody that that came from this team. Or just was a part of this organization anyway, man, they got their revenge and they came out on top.
Caleb, you've been around now for a little while in the league. What makes your head coach here, Mike Vrabel, so unique?
Oh, man, great dude. Just overall, obviously him getting the chance to be able to play in the league and see things from our point of view, but just the relatability that he has for each player to be able to figure out, not even more so that everything just being kind of a right and wrong thing, but just trying to figure out, hey, what do you see? How do you see it? Why do you see it that way? And then we just talk it through and kind of find the next step forward. So I'm super grateful to have Braves as a coach, man, and I'm super proud of him for sure.
And played different places, that feeling to come back, especially to do it here. They're chanting Vrabel, Vrabel, Vrabel at the end of the game. I mean, how special is that? And I guess as a group, all you guys as players, how nice is that? It's maybe like a gift for all the hard work all of you have done to get where you are at this point.
Huge. Like I said, man, just when you gain such a bond, man, and with all OTAs and off season and training camp, we did our best to learn so much about each other. Just everybody, kind of your heroes, your history, your heartbreaks, and your hopes. So just kind of everything about them and their personal life and kind of everything they've gone through in their football career and their journey, man. You take it personal as well, man, because you want to see your brother succeed. You want to see them do great. So anytime that we get a chance to help them have success in areas that they want to push forward a little bit more than others, man, we all for it.
What did you learn about your team? 3 road games, 3 W's. Not a lot of teams have done that, even in NFL history.
We're exactly who we say we are. Just continue to believe in what we we praise inside our facility, and just keep going, man. Every week is a new week, so it's an opportunity that we got to go back home and win games at home for sure, and get our home team and our crowd on our backs.
So guys, thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you, kids.
Hello.
Want to start with your pure athleticism on the brilliant catch you made, or you want to start with your coach?
That's up to y'all.
But just how good did it feel for you guys to come in here as a group and be able to get your coach? He downplayed it all week long. You guys downplayed it. How good was that?
Man, it felt good, man. Just to see that smile on his face, man. Coming back into the place that he was coaching and do our thing. It felt good. It felt good. After the game and seeing them smile, happy, man. And we worked hard for this.
The one-handed catch, can you take us back from that?
Nah, yeah, that I don't know, man. Blessings right there. Just had an under route, and I seen the ball, and my eyes was just locked on the ball. And it's 4th down, and that's a big play. So I know, man, I can't let this ball go regardless. So my eyes was like really locked on that ball.
Reach out
Yeah.
right hand?
Yeah, right hand, and it just landed there, and I just brought it in. It was a blessing.
Your body was kind of going the other way.
Yeah, my body was going left. And I seen the ball behind me. I said, oh, and it just something Spider-Man-ish type. Yeah.
Did you feel like an out-of-body experience? Or
Yeah.
like after the play, what were your emotions?
Nah, I was just like, let's go. I mean, them plays happen here and there, but man, I was just blessed, and we scored on that drive, so that felt good.
You're all contributing to the offense, but obviously it starts with Drake in the middle. Just speak to a little bit how much you see him getting better maybe every week, or what you thought of today's game.
Yeah, man. He keep his poise. Never too high, never too low, and he come in the game very prepared. Watch a lot of film. Definitely locked in, gets everybody right in their position, and becoming a great leader. Great leader, and his confidence is getting up there. I want it out the roof. I want his confidence out the roof. So as we play week after week after week, I need to keep going up, and I'm proud of him for sure.
I know so much has changed since last season, but he did, I asked him about that game last year, and it left a sour taste. Like,
You're right.
if you think about in context of that game, how much has he grown, or how different is he maybe now even than the Tennessee game of a year ago?
That year ago, man, we lost. That one hurt. One that we could have had, and we lost. But you got to have that next play mentality, and I don't know if he had it in his head that we lost last year here and come back this year and come get that dub, but we all got his back regardless of anything, and the people that was probably here, we played for Braves no matter what, but every game we played for Braves, and it felt good to get this win.
Papa, one-handed catch like you made obviously stands out. I'm curious if there had been any other in your lifetime one-handed catches that come to your mind that maybe would be similar to that.
Yeah, kinda not going the opposite way. I don't think so. Not going the opposite way, but on the same field, I kinda had a one-hand catch here on Tennessee, but that one was different. Last year, but going a different way that was my first one.
Did you ever play other sports?
Yeah.
Like baseball or basketball?
I did.
Hone some of those skills?
Yeah. Well, I played baseball in middle school, but when the ball hit me and the coach told me I can't dodge the ball, I was done. Yeah, I was done. He wanted me to turn my back, and I told coach, I ain't gonna lie. After this year, coach, I'm gonna stick to football, basketball. That was
Well, like diving catch in the outfield, you ever
Yeah,
play those?
I was a good center field though. I was a good center fielder. I was a great center field for sure. Yeah, yeah. Oh, nah. We had people that was real good at that on our team.
You guys feeding off each other now. It's not you, it's Booty making that grab. If it's not Booty, it's Diggs. It seems like you guys are kind of in a nice rhythm. Mac Hollins,
Right.
That kind of rhythm you guys have going.
Man, we took that selfishness. We took it out. Man, we grew a bond that that our energy takes over everything. Once one guy make a play, man, the next one go make a play. We build off each other, and man, that's why I love this room. It started with our coach. Our coach make us closer. He give us a speech almost every day before practice, and man, it hits home. It's like, man, once one make a play, man, it's your turn next. It could be your turn next, so just be ready. And when that ball come your way, make a play. And feel like we've been doing that, and I pray that we keep going that way.
You guys talk about going on the road and winning away from home, but to prepare now this upcoming week for a home game, fans haven't seen you in a month.
Right.
What do you expect that excitement level to be like?
Ooh, I know the energy gonna be out the roof. Our fans, man, we have some good fans. We have some great fans, and I can't wait. It's nothing better than a home. I need another home win. I feel good. That'll feel good.
Top, I know from basically a big picture perspective, this past offseason, you were very vocal in saying that I'm sick of losing. I'm tired of losing. I don't want to. You're one of the only handful of guys who've been here the last couple of years. You guys have already surpassed the win totals of the last couple of years with the idea of. How do you feel? Do you feel optimistic? What's your general feeling since we talked in the summer about, hey, I'm tired of losing.
Right.
I want to flip the script. I want things to change.
Man, I feel good. So, as we say, flip the script, things like that to get the win, man, it's just playing your part. Knowing your role, things like that, and the unselfishness. I feel like that's what's helping us win. We're out there playing for each other. That adds a part to it. And man, the guys that we have, man, our coach. It starts with our coaches, and then the players that we have. We're all close, man. I think this the first team that offense and defense are close. Like we're close, and it's just a good energy, man. If y'all seen the locker room, we'll be receivers wrestling the D line. That don't even sound right. Them boys huge, but it brings us closer. Brothers. That's how brothers do, and that gets us close. Mondre, what you doing? Okay. Oh, big play Mondre in here.
We'll do it.
Yep. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I swear every time. They make me nervous.
Ramondre, how good did today feel for you, the running game, the offensive line as a unit to get doing what you did?
Yeah, it felt good. I feel like Vrabel challenged us, the O-line this week, even the receivers. So felt good, felt great. Got to go watch the film, but it felt efficient on the ground.
Guys in the locker room were basically said that this offensive game plan boiled down to 4 words: run the damn ball. This week with Vrabel, and it feels like you guys really responded to that, especially in the wake of what's happened over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, exactly. I give thanks to the O-line. They were working, moving people all day, getting double teams, getting up to the second level. So they made my job a little easier, and I feel like we were all working together.
The O-line was talking about how some of the early success running the ball gave them confidence. Does that do the same thing to you?
Of course, yeah. If you run the ball, well, 4 or 5 yards of carry and things like that, it definitely gives you confidence. 2 carries for 5 yards, that's first down. So, yeah, we love those 4 or 5 yard runs.
Another really efficient game from Drake as well. What can you say about the level that he's playing at right now?
He's playing well. I'm in there blocking for him, so I got to watch the film, see how he did today. But, he commands the offense. He's doing a great job.
You guys had just 2 incompletions in the game.
Oh, wow.
As a team, when you hear that, sort of, what is your reaction to what makes a performance like that?
All 11 guys on the same page. Starts up front with the protection. I feel like they did a great job in the run game and the pass game, keeping Drake clean for the most part, and just trying to be efficient, move the ball, get the first down, and keep it rolling.
Do you see anything different from Drake in the days leading up to the game? Like, do you see some leadership things that we wouldn't see that you could describe or share, or changes or growth in him?
I'll keep that in the locker room, but for sure, he's a vocal guy. He's starting to be more vocal with us. And yeah, he just commands the offense well, and he's doing a great job. I know he's going to keep progressing at that.
What's the key to keep that?
You next.
What's the key to keeping this momentum that you were able to generate today, moving forward next week, the week after that, specifically?
Just attacking practice the same way we did last week. Just stack the days. Just stack the days. Be consistent. We got a pretty relentless team, and I love that about us. We take challenges, and we pass the test.
You had some success early on with him in the game, but when Jeffrey Simmons, a key piece like that, comes out of the game, are your eyes any wider, or do you block that out?
I kind of blocked that out. You never want anybody to get hurt out there on the field and things like that. So I kind of blocked that out. Just same game plan, just run the ball. That was our challenge this week, and I feel like we stayed with it.
What did you think of Terrell at the end of the game getting an opportunity?
It was great. Terrell, he works very hard, so I'm glad he got an opportunity to get in there, put his head down on the safety a little bit.
Did you hear them chanting from Vrabel at the end of the game? Did you have to hear it?
Oh, that's what they were saying, Vrabel? I didn't know what they were saying. I didn't know what they were saying, but yeah, I heard that. That was awesome. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you. That was it from here. I think Diggs is going to be in his locker. Thank you.